And my third question is, what happens if I don't appear at my court hearing? And what if it's just out of error? Like I missed my court date. I didn't know that I had to be in court like in Philadelphia and I'm in Florida.
Yeah. Well, you want to take immediate action. Well, first of all, what happens is the judge of the court where you were supposed to appear will almost certainly have issued a removal order. It's called an in absentia removal order, which means they ordered you removed when you weren't, when you didn't appear. And so they issue a piece of paper. They don't give it to you because you weren't there, but they give it to the government and they'll mail it to your address that they have on file. But it says that your case is now closed and that you were ordered removed. So if that happens to you, you want to take immediate action. The immediate action you take is to request that the judge reopen the case. And they're not going to reopen the case for everything. Like if you say, like, I forgot to go to my court case, the judge is going to say, well, sorry, we can't accept that. But if there's a good reason, like maybe there was an illness or your car broke down or something significant happened, that the judge basically will review the facts and any evidence you provide to show that these things in fact did happen. Do you have a bill from the auto mechanics or the tow truck, or did you go to the hospital? Do you have a receipt or something that indicates that you in fact could not have been at the courthouse? So in that case, I would highly recommend seeking the assistance of an attorney who you feel comfortable working with, because you only have one chance. So if you make a request for the judge to reopen the case, if the judge says no, you can't go back and say, oh, I forgot to ask you about this, or I'm going to go to an attorney now, because anything that goes to the court after that is just going to be rejected. So make it a good one request to reopen the case.
Will it help if I go to an attorney? If I know that there's been a removal order issued, can I go to an attorney and ask for help?
I certainly would, because at that point it's going to be much more complex than what you understand, to do with the case. So
okay.
in some instances, I have seen people who have gone back to the judge and requested them to reopen the case. That's without seeking the help of an attorney. If it's very clear, for example, like that the court made an error with your address. So if you were to say to the judge, if you were to request the judge reopen your case because you never got notice, if the judge believes that for whatever reason, like if they have the wrong file or they wrote the wrong file down, or the wrong address down, something like that may work, but you have, again, you have to explain things very well to make sure that it works, because again, you just have one chance. So I would never recommend anyone do it on their own.